Hello everybody and welcome to the Jazz Club. I was just about to do jazz hands and I literally had to stop myself because that's too corny. Anyways, my name is Jasmine. I'm 28 years old and I'm originally from Toronto and now I live in Vancouver. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, what is the point of this podcast? What is she going to be talking about? Here we go. My lights are literally, okay. That was weird. Anyways, I want to create a fun space where people can just be vulnerable. They can, look for answers to their questions, figure out how they can succeed in their next interview, figure out how they can build a better relationship, figure out how they can, just have more financial stability, figure out how you can take risks and benefit from them. Learning a new language. All these skills are skills that I have acquired. I'm obviously still working on it, but it's skills that I want to see everybody succeed at. And that is the main purpose, is that since I've found success with this, I just want to have a space where people can find the answers to some of the things that maybe they don't feel comfortable opening up with yet, but they've wondered about, and they can just get the answers. So I really am a student of anything that involves psychology, neuroscience, entrepreneurship. I have become a student of these things and I've figured out how to apply it in my own life. So if I can do that, anybody can, and I just want to be that outlet where people can find out about these resources and learn more about it. So I actually want to give you something that you can take away today from this video that you can start to apply in your everyday life. So Tony Robbins calls it the 3 S's. Jim Kwik refers to it as the 3 M's. And here at the Jazz Club, I am going to refer to it as the 3 B's. Now, before I tell you, I'm going to tell you a little story. So for me, over the summer, I have really picked up, again, like I said, I moved from Toronto to Vancouver. And though I've always had a passion for volleyball, I'm a very tall person. So I either have to say I play basketball or volleyball, or else people think my height is a complete waste of height. So I choose to say I play volleyball. I don't really, but that's what I'm going with. I lacked the confidence and I lacked the skill set to really be good at it. So my height definitely helps. Now, I am the type of person that I'm not afraid to take risks. So even though I might look dumb, I'm still gonna play, I'm gonna try to learn and try to be the best at everything. Not the best, but try to do the best that I can do. So I've always had a struggle. I've never knew how to overhand serve. So what I decided was over the summer, I'm going to practice my overhand serving. So every time I would go up, it's my turn to serve. I have a decent underhand, but it's my turn to overhand serve. And I'm just a ball of nerves because I just know in my head, it's not gonna go over, it's never gone over before. So I get there, I chuck the ball, and I kind of just slap it with all my force and all my might, and of course it doesn't go over. So then I started reading. Now, like I said, I listened to Jim Kwik's podcast every single morning. And they said, as any athlete will know, any sport or any athletic ability that you have is 80% mental and 20% physical. I'm sure you guys remember in the 2020 Tokyo Olympics when Simone Biles decided to not compete in artistic gymnastics because she was having mental health issues. So this just attests to the fact that you can be an elite athlete, but if you are not mentally there, it doesn't matter. You are not going to be at your best. You have to be mentally there. So, going back to my little volleyball story. Okay, so the first thing is every time I would go up to slap it, my posture was like this. So the first thing anybody told me, any advice they gave me was stand up straight. If you want to serve better at volleyball, if you want to do anything better, stand up straight. And then after that, I was listening to another podcast and I listened to how your physiology changes your biochemistry. Now I'm going to get into this a little bit in more detail later, but this is the first B that I'm going to give you. As body. Change your body, change your ability. So, what I mean by this, I don't mean that you need to physically lose weight or gain more muscle. I'm not referring to any of that in this specific instance. I'm talking about changing your body to change your biochemistry. So, for example, I'm sure that you've seen somebody who has just won or they've just done something amazing, and what is their first reaction? They want to cheer, they want to shout, they want to scream, they want to lift their arms up in the air. And the reason why you want to do that is because it actually increases different hormones in your body. So I'm not going to get super technical in this episode, but I will get more technical in the next one that's going to follow. Now, what this does, for example, is it increases the energy within your body. So if you want to learn anything new, the most important thing that you're going to need is energy. And it's almost impossible to have energy if you're slouching over like this, if you're slouching like this, you're not going to have the energy to be able to acquire and to learn in that state. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to change your body. So I'm going to give you a pose. The next time you want to try anything new, if you're playing basketball and before you start, you just want to give yourself that extra boost. If you are a negotiator and before you pick up the phone to call somebody and you want just an extra boost of testosterone, which increases your, which is a hormone, as you guys probably know, which increases your desire to take risks, stand in this stance. And this is one of my favorite ones because I love superheroes, and this is kind of like the Wonder Woman stance. So it's just empowering to me, but I can guarantee you this. If you do this, the next time you want to take any risk, you're gonna instantly have a more boost of confidence, and that's because you are creating more testosterone in your body. So I'm going to just pin that there. We're going to get more into that into later episodes. But the first thing that you want to do before you try any new skill is what? Change your body. So instead of slouching like this, stand up straight. That's the first B. The second B is beliefs. Every time I would go to do an overhand serve, I was already subconsciously telling myself, I'm gonna mess up, it's gonna hit the net, it's not gonna go over. And if you tell yourself something for a long period of time, you're gonna start to believe it. So, next time you wanna try something new, tell yourself that you can do it. Another thing that I love to do is I love to journal. And there is a spot for an affirmation. And an affirmation starts with I am. If you want to learn any new skill, tell yourself that you can do it and tell yourself that you're good at it. So my brain messaging, my belief system went from I can't overhand serve to I can overhand serve. And automatically, now that I've got the good posture and I've got the mindset that I'm going to be able to do it, you're automatically going to be better at it. I'm telling you this, it's with any skill that you have. One of my favorite quotes by Jim Kwik is, if you fight for your limitations, you get to keep them. So many times we tell ourselves that you cannot do something instead of telling ourselves that we can. So the next time you're telling yourself you can't do something, tell yourself you can. And even if you don't on the first few tries, eventually you're going to be able to do it. So that leads me to the last B. And I'm going to actually not tell you the last B right now, because you're gonna have to just wait until the next episode. So wait until the next episode's released and I will reveal to you what the last B is. So again, this is the 3 B's to learning success in any skill, in anything you're doing. You can do this in negotiation, you can do this in sports, you can do this with learning a new language. The first 2 keys, just to review, is to change your body, which in turn changes your biochemistry. And the second B is to change your belief system. So now you have the tool, which is yourself. You have the mental capacity, which is your brain. So you just need one more thing and I can guarantee you're gonna have success. So to learn what that one more thing is, tune into my next episode of the Jazz Club. Bring your friends and try it out. I wanna see what happens. Let me know in the comments what new skills you're gonna try. And let me know if it works, changing your body and changing your belief system. Let me know the results. Let me know if it works for you, not if, but when it works for you. And I cannot wait to see you guys in the next episode of the Jazz Club.